Selection or rejection? I love that name. Welcome back everyone. Today's video is going to be a new collection or rejection video. So this is where I talk about a few products that I have been trying out recently that I shared in a haul. I've done a first impression video with them. I've also done a chatty get ready with me video. And then kind of the wrap up of all of it is a review video on everything, and I decide what is actually making it to my makeup collection and what I will not be adding to my makeup collection. The last video that I did on this, I asked if you had any like cute names that I could call this series, and someone said collection or rejection, and I just thought that was so good. So that is what we are going to be calling this series. So for this video, I'm going to be reviewing some products that I had in my Creators and Friends haul. So Creators and Friends is actually my own event planning company that I started with my partner Simbri. We host parties and trips and events for content creators, and in April we went to New Orleans and we were able to partner with some brands for like goodie bags, items, and things like that. So in the video, I was trying products from like Sigma Beauty, Cleona Cosmetics, I have Salt New York, Unearthly, Surratt, Fantasy Cosmetica. So I did my haul, then I also, like I said, I did a first impression get ready with me, then I did a chatty get ready with me a few weeks later where I just kind of check in on the products, how I'm feeling about them, and then lastly, I'm going to come on today to share about what I'm keeping and what I am not keeping. I will, of course, will link everything in my description box, as well as the YouTube shopping button, as well as the makeup that I'm wearing today. I actually just finished filming another get ready with me. So I've been doing my PR hauls pretty much every week or every other week. So I just did a recent PR haul and got ready today using those products. So I have quite a bit from like the Colourpop Beauty and the Beast collection on my face and eyes today. So again, all of that will be linked in this get ready with me. If it's not already up, then it will be coming very shortly. But to jump into it, and then I got cold. I'm actually wearing like this little like Palm Springs t-shirt that I got from Target, which I thought was so cute. And Palm Springs is our next destination for Creators and Friends. We're going there in September. Then I got cold, so I threw on this flannel. I don't know how I got cold. It's like 94 degrees outside, but my apartment is cold. But to jump into it, okay. So, Salt New York. I just have to say it. I'm shook. I'm shook by these products. And I think that you could tell in my first impression that I was pretty impressed. And then when I did my try to get ready with me, I was like, okay, these products are so nice. And now I'm back to tell you, I've been trying these since for almost 2 months now, and I'm like, okay. So what I have in this little compact here, I have their Sneaky Balm Skin Tint. I also have the concealer, I have a bronzer, and then also a blush. The absolute standout to me for sure is the Sneaky Balm Skin Tint. I'm going to attempt to very nicely take this out. I think I'm shade 10, I want to say. No, 11. N11 is the shade that I have, and honestly I want to get another one. I want one that's just like a little bit darker as well, especially because I spend so much time outdoors. Like as soon as I get done filming this video, I'm gonna go for another walk. I spend a lot of time outdoors, so I definitely get pretty tan. So I definitely want to get an even darker shade for me as we go into like June, July, August, September in Las Vegas. But that product, I cannot stop wearing it. I think it makes my skin look so nice. And it is a skin tint, and I will say, like, I still feel like it gives me a decent amount of coverage. I have dry skin, but I prefer something that's just more of a natural coverage. Like I really prefer like a my skin but better type of look. That's when it comes to complexion products, cheek products, even like lip products a lot. Like I put on Oh Snap today from Colourpop, and I was like, this is kind of the original like my lips but better type of lip liner. That's just really what I gravitate towards, and that to me is what the Salt New York does. It's just my skin but like so much better. And I don't even feel like it gives you so much coverage where it's like you lose sight of what your skin looks like, or it feels too heavy on the skin. It's literally just like a second skin. It's fantastic. I love it. I've been wearing it all the time. My favorite way to apply it personally is just with a damp sponge. I think that it blends so nicely. I think that it stays really well. I have been so impressed with that one from Salt New York. I did ask, we had the founder, Kiki G, she was on the trip with us as well to New Orleans, so it was so fun to be able to meet her. You know, at one point she talked a little bit more about Salt New York and just the brand and the products and all of those things, and that's always, to me, is always so interesting to be able to hear those kind of stories and what goes into making the products and things like that. And so I did reach out to the brand and I got a discount code with them, which I believe is just Samantha. So I will have that in the description box as well. But the skin tint, like I recommend it over and over and over and over again. And then for the concealer, I maybe should have taken this out before I put the other one back in. Okay, so for the concealer, I have N12, and this is the Best Case Concealer. Once again, this is a really fine product. I either apply this with a sponge or sometimes I will use a brush as well. But this is another one that I think is so nice. It's one of those that I can be pretty particular when it comes to my concealers. I'm holding my hair clip because that's how I got it out. I can be pretty particular when it comes to my concealers because I don't want anything that's going to be too heavy on my under eyes. I want something that's really going to, you know, kind of brighten the under eyes without being like stark white. I want it to, you know, just make me look a little bit younger. I don't know, that's what I like, kind of want my concealer to do, and not as tired. Not as tired. I've been traveling quite a bit lately. That's literally, you're gonna hear me say that for the rest of the year. I've been traveling quite a bit lately. You know, I started a new business within the last couple of years here. I wear a lot of hats just in general anyways, so very busy, and I want my under eyes to not make it look that I'm very busy, if that makes any sort of sense. But this concealer, once again, it's easy to blend, it's lightweight, it doesn't look like I'm wearing a lot of makeup, and it just makes my under eyes look good. And then I have the blush from them as well. Let me see if I can get the shade. This is the Lip and Cheek Cream Tint Pro, and this one is in Rose. And then I do also have the cream bronzer. So I'll say, like, in a lot of my videos recently, in like the last handful of months here, I've been saying how I've been gravitating more towards powder, like bronzer and blushes. So this is the Sculpt and Bronze Cream Tint Pro in light medium. So that is what I have for these. So I've been saying that I've been liking the powder products more, but within like the last 2 months here, I'm gonna say, I've been saying, wow, you know, I'm suddenly gravitating a little bit more towards cream and liquid products. And I honestly think it's these from Salt New York that have been making me change my mind, because I have been liking these so much. I also really love the magnetic case because this is so travel friendly. Whether I'm just doing like one night somewhere with my friends, whether I'm just doing like a quick staycation, or whether I'm going on a longer trip, like something like I just went to Barbados. I'll be going to Austin pretty shortly here. I have some trips coming up to like Iceland, Greece, Rome. Apparently I planned a trip to Ibiza the other day. I don't really know what it was. The Hamptons. There's random trips coming up on my schedule. But this is so nice to just be able to take this, and that's my foundation, my concealer, a bronzer, and a blush all in one, and it's just all in here. I think that is so stellar. So I know that they sell these as well. They also sell like I think it was the Sneaky Balm tint had like its own like little case as well that I think that you can buy separately from the website too. But once again, the bronzer and the blush, just easy to blend, lightweight, looks really good on the skin. I have been so impressed with all of these products from Salt New York. I would highly recommend all of these. Again, my discount code with them is Samantha, and I hope that you'll check them out. A product that I didn't necessarily love, and for me, it's just kind of my personal preference when it comes to lips. This is from Fantasy Cosmetica, and it's one of the lipsticks. It's one of their, I think it's called like the Library lipstick, I want to say, and it is in the shade Hidden. Now this is a really pretty lipstick, and it's a pretty shade. It's just a satin lipstick, and for me, I prefer a matte or a gloss, like a satin or even more of like a creamy lipstick is just not my personal favorite. So again, the first time that I tried it, I was like, ooh, I know that this one isn't going to be a particular favorite for me. So I'm not going to keep it around in my collection just because I know I'm not going to get a lot of use out of it. But I have a lot of friends that that's their makeup preference, is more of a satin lipstick, or again, like more of those cream lipsticks. So I know that I can pass this on to a better home. If that's your preference, then this is still a nice lipstick. It applies super easy. It applies like very creamy as well, and I think that it has a nice wear time to it. Just for me, it's not a personal favorite of mine. A lip liner that I really do like though, and that I will be keeping in my collection, is from Unearthly Cosmetics. This is the Cafe Lip Liner, and it's just a really nice, oh, I didn't even swatch lipstick. Hold on, let me swatch the Hidden lipstick so you can see the shade. So it's just a, you know, pretty neutral, like brown nude. And then I really do like this lipstick from Unearthly because it's a little bit more of like a darker brown. I'm not really sure why I say this as I'm wearing pink lips today. I've been going for a little bit of like darker lips recently as well. At like a dark brown lip liner, and then, you know, more of a darker nude brown lip. I don't usually go for pink lips, but again, I was doing a first impressions was today's video, and for whatever reason I was gravitating towards the Beauty and the Beast lip kit that has the more pink tones to it. But this like darker lip I also have been feeling is kind of a vibe. This is a nice lip liner. It's a 1-in-1. You can see I've already sharpened it once. I definitely need to sharpen it again. I feel like it applies very smoothly. I feel like maybe sometimes this sounds weird when I say it, but it's more of a matte lip liner, which to me, I don't know why I just always assumed all lip liners were matte, but they're definitely not. There's other lip liners that I try that have more of that satin feel. This is more of a matte lip liner, and it has a really nice wear time to it as well. There are a lot of times where I'll just use a lip liner as my lipstick, and this one from Unearthly, I can do that. I line my lips and then I just kind of lightly fill them in, and then I kind of have that, you know, darker lip liner, not as dark lipstick all in one with this lip liner. So really enjoying that one from Unearthly, so I'll be keeping that as well. Next up, I have used this product quite a bit also. This is from Surratt, and this is their Inner Light Baton. I'm trying to see if it has Musex is the shade of it. So I like this because it's a double-ended product. I did take this in my travel makeup bag to Barbados because I really liked I like kind of the dual products these days. So you have more of like your kind of like beige eyeliner on one side, which is just nice to put into the waterline, kind of opens up the eyes a little bit. A lot of times I gravitate more towards a black eyeliner, which is what I'm wearing today, but sometimes I want something that's gonna make the eyes pop a little bit more, and that to me is this liner. But then also you can twist off the middle here and you have this like glitter floof on the inside, and then this gives you a shiny sparkly shade there. And so this is really nice to pop into the corner of the eyes, or you can use it as a brow bone highlight. So I really like the duality of this pencil, and I find myself reaching for it a lot. Like I said, it's also really nice to take when traveling. So if you're someone like me and you kind of like the 2-in-1 features, I would definitely check out the Inner Light Baton from Surratt Beauty. All right, lastly, we are just going to finish up with some eyeshadows. So I reviewed this recently. Favorites video? Splurge worthy? I think maybe it was splurge worthy. But this is from Sigma Beauty, and this is their Cool Neutrals palette. So I have been loving this one. This pops up into so many of my get ready with me videos, especially if I'm just like using a single shadow or shadow stick or something like that. I typically keep reaching into the Cool Neutrals. This is such a beautiful one, the newest release from Sigma Beauty. It does also come with a double-ended brush, which is equally beautiful. So you have more of a blending brush on one side and a flat shader on the other. It's what this is the brush that I use for my eye look today. But I love this one from Sigma. Sigma has one of my favorite eyeshadow formulas. I always mention it when I talk about like my top 3 eyeshadow formulas. I do always mention Sigma Beauty. I've loved their palettes for years. This one is a 14-pan palette, and it's just stunning. I've used every single shade in here. All of them are beautiful. I love how they're broken down into be kind of like the concept is to use them by duos here. Obviously you don't have to do that, and you can use it however you want, but the golds are so beautiful. The Laguna shade is stunning. Iris Lake is this really beautiful lavender. The mattes in here, I love that we have some cool tones and then mixed in with a few warm tones, because I feel like there's a lot of different options that you can do with this palette, and I have been a big fan of this one. I knew from the moment that this got opened, we were able to do a dinner with the Sigma team and the founder Simone. We hadn't seen the palettes yet. Like, I knew, as the Creators and Friends event founder, I knew what the dinner was going to be, and I knew that the palettes were going to be coming, but I hadn't seen what they looked like yet. So I saw it for the first time at that dinner, and I was like, it was just like an instant like, yes, me and this palette are going to be BFFs. So loving the Cool Neutrals from Sigma. I do have a discount code with them as well. Again, that is just Samantha. And then the other eyeshadows that I've been trying out are Cleona Cosmetics. So they released some new stained glass eyeshadows. Again, you have the magnetic palette that you can put them in. They released 9 new shades, and we got these 9 shades during the Creators and Friends trip as well. And these are so stunning. I've tried the Cleona shadows in the past, and these single shadows just, they just pop so easily. I'm just gonna do like a few swatches on like which ones do I want to swatch. I'm just gonna do a few swatches here so you can get an idea. I've been using these in a lot of my videos as well. I've done some short form videos with these too, and I'm really excited because the shades have officially launched, so there we go. So again, we got these back in April, but the new shades just recently became available on the website. And I know I was getting so many questions of like, I can't find, like Archway was one, like I can't find Archway, but they are all now available on the site. I do have swatches as well. I have a short form video where I swatch all of the 9 shadows as well, but they are just stunning. If you want like a one and done eyeshadow, you're going to get these with these from Cleona Cosmetics. They are easy to use. They pop so much on the eyes. Honestly, I really just use my fingers like I just showed you. Like I'll just dip my fingers in here and boom. Then I just add on mascara. Maybe I do some liner and that is it. And they're just so stunning. So once again, I do have a discount code with Cleona, that is Samantha. I was able to meet the founders in New Orleans as well, Maggie and Lee, and they did a nail polish making class with all of the creators that came, and that was so fun. And to be able to meet them and again just hear more about Cleona Cosmetics and how they started it, that to me is always so fascinating. They are an indie brand and they just have some really quality products behind them, but especially their stained glass shadows are just like, they're just like next level. They are so beautiful. So I'm going to be keeping this little, I don't have them like organized very nicely, but I'm going to be keeping this one because these are the only stained glass shadows that I have right now from Cleona Cosmetics. I did a pretty huge single shadow like purge maybe either like 2 or 3 years ago. Honestly, I can't, what are years anyways at this point, but it was a while ago that I got rid of a lot of my single shadows, so I don't have a lot anymore, and I don't have any from Cleona Cosmetics. So I'm just gonna keep this little 9-pan palette here. I really like the magnetic palette because it just makes it easy for like storage for me as well, that they're all just like right in here. So I will say from my creators and friends haul and what I've been trying out, so many products work so well for me. In that video, I did also try the City Beauty Beyond Mascara. This has been a favorite of mine for years. I've been hyping up this mascara for a very long time. So obviously I can continue to love the mascara. I do have my discount code with City Beauty is Samantha M. And then actually I have my empties bin right next to me too, because I just finished up their Invisicrepe body balm. This is one of my favorite body balms ever. I was so, like once I start to get to the end, I can tell that I start using like less and less because I'm like, no, I don't want to run out of it. But this is definitely like the best body balm. It just, it truly, when you put it on, like it looks like you put like water onto your skin. Like it's so fantastic. It feels so good. This is one that I continue to repurchase myself, and I just went through another one of those. So also love that one from City Beauty. So I feel like my creators and friends haul was so successful. I hope that you enjoyed seeing me try out some of the products through the last few get ready with me's. Like I said, my schedule these days is hauls, first impression, get ready with me, collection or rejection video. So I hope you enjoyed the schedule and coming back to check out all of the reviews. Thank you so much for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.